Dear students, আজিৰ ভিডিঅ'ত আমি আলোচনা কৰিম ক্লাছ 10ৰ social scienceৰ economics sectorৰ Chapter-2 economic development। এই ভিডিঅ'টি কেৱল মাত্ৰ ইংলিছ মিডিয়ামৰ ছাত্ৰ-ছাত্ৰীসকলৰ কাৰণে। ইংলিছ মিডিয়ামত যিসকল ষ্টুডেণ্টছে অধ্যয়ন কৰি আছে তোমালোকৰ কাৰণে এই চেপ্টাৰটিৰ পৰা সম্ভাৱনাপূৰ্ণ আৰু আগতে অহা বা যিবিলাক তোমালোকৰ চেপ্টাৰ ওয়াইজ কুৱেশ্যনছ আছে সেই সকলোবিলাক কুৱেশ্যনছ লৈ আহিছোঁ। তোমালোকে ভিডিঅ'টি শেষলৈ চাবা আৰু চেনেলটো যদি এতিয়ালৈকে ছাবস্ক্ৰাইব কৰা নাই ছাবস্ক্ৰাইব কৰি দিবা। এতিয়া বলা ভিডিঅ'টি ষ্টাৰ্ট কৰোঁ। ফাৰ্ষ্টত আছে ভেৰি শৰ্ট এনসাৰ টাইপ কুৱেশ্যন। Answer in one sentence. First, economic growth. Answer: economic growth is basically a quantitative concept that relates to growth in output and in particular growth in per capita income. Number 2, economic development. Economic development is basically a qualitative concept which includes the quantitative concept economic growth and also changes in areas or sector which are economically and socially significant. Number 3, human development. Human development means the expansion of collective choice of the people. Number 4, economic planning. Economic planning is an instrument to attain a set of well-defined objectives within a definite time period as determined by a central planning agency. Number 5, democratic planning. In democratic planning, the people participate in the different stages of plan making and it ensures decentralization of power. Number 6, liberalization. Economic liberalization means lessening of the degree of state control in the economic system of a country. Number 7, privatization. Privatization is opening up of the sector units to the private sector. Number 8, globalization. Globalization means the integration of the economy of a nation with the economies of the rest of the world, and it is the result of privatization and liberalization of the economy. Next আছে তোমালোকৰ কাৰণে short answer type questions. Number 1, mention two important points of difference between economic growth and economic development. Answer: 2 points of difference between economic growth and economic development are as follows. Number 1, economic development is basically a qualitative concept. It includes the quantitative concept economic growth and also changes in areas or sectors which are economically and socially significant. Economic growth is a narrow concept. Economic development is a broader concept. Number 2, there are maybe economic growth without economic development, but there cannot be economic development without economic growth. Number 2, what are the 3 indices of human development? Answer: the 3 indices of human development are as follows. Number 1, life expectancy. Life expectancy is the number of years that a child is expected to survive at the time of birth. The average of life expectancy is then worked out. In the development countries, life expectancy is higher as the public health services are better. In the underdeveloped countries, the life expectancy is low as the public health services are rather poor. Number 2, literacy. The level of literacy include adult literacy and the gross enrollment ratio of primary and secondary education and other branches. Number 3, standard of living. It basically refers to accessibility of clean drinking water and sanitation. Question number 3, what is meant by extension of collective choice? Answer, extension of collective choice ensures decentralization of power. There are 3 layers of administration in India: central government, state governments, and local bodies. At each level, the plan schemes are discussed by the representatives of the people. As the representatives of the people formulate and discuss schemes at the lowest level of administration, it is known as grassroots planning. এইটো কুৱেশ্যন ডিটিপি কৰোঁতে অলপ প্ৰব্লেম হৈ গৈছে। এইটো কুৱেশ্যন তোমালোকে লিখিবা, শেষৰ ফালে মই দি আছোঁ কুৱেশ্যন নম্বৰ 3 এনচাৰটো, বা কমেণ্টটো পাই যাবা, কমেণ্ট বক্সত পিন কমেণ্টত পাই যাবা তোমালোকে কুৱেশ্যন নম্বৰ 3 এনচাৰটো। কুৱেশ্যন নম্বৰ 4, মেনশ্যন 4 ইম্পৰ্টেণ্ট অবজেক্টিভছ অফ ইণ্ডিয়াছ 5-year plans. Answer, the 4 important objectives of India's 5-year plans are as follows. Number 1, to raise the rate of economic growth. Number 2, to give importance to the application of modern technology. Number 3, to attain self-reliance. Number 4, to secure social justice. Question number 5, who are the members of Niti Aayog? Answer, the members of Niti Aayog are: the chairman of Niti Aayog is the Prime Minister of India. The other members of Niti Aayog are the Vice Chairman, Chief Minister of States, Lieutenant Governor of Union Territories, 4 central ministers, Chief Executive Officer, and the experts from different fields. Question number 6, explain one of the main points of difference between the first phase of planning in India and the second phase. Answer, one of the main points of difference between the first phase of planning in India and the second phase is: in the first period of planning, the public sector was the leading sector in the economy. The role of the private sector was secondary. But in the second phase of planning in India, which covers the period 1991 to the present day, the importance of liberalization, privatization, and globalization has increased, and the importance of the public sector to that extent has declined. Number 7, briefly explain the 3 main causes of the introduction of economic reform measures in India. Answer, the 3 main causes of the introduction of economic reform measures in India are as follows. First, the aggregate public expenditure exceeded the aggregate public revenue, which resulted in a huge fiscal deficit. The amount of public expenditure in the public sector was rising over the years, but the vast majority of public sector undertaking incurred heavy losses, and hence the returns to public expenditure were low. Number 2, secondly, the high rate of inflation had unfavorable impact on the Indian economy. Socially and economically backward people with limited income were badly hit by the price rise. Number 3, third, India's balance of payments position was highly disturbing. The inflow of funds into India was on the decline. On the contrary, there was an outflow of capital from India. In such a situation, the World Bank recommended structural changes in the Indian economy. Question number 8, mention 3 benefits of economic reforms in India. Answer, 3 benefits of economic reforms in India are as follows. First, there has been a rise in the rate of growth of the economy. The annual rate of growth in 2005-06, 2006-07, and 7-8 was 9.5%, 9.7%, and 9.2% respectively, which was much higher than the growth rate achieved earlier. Number 2. Secondly, the wholesale price index has shown a downward trend. Thirdly, the foreign currency reserves with the Reserve Bank of India have increased considerably. This amount was $328.7 billion in 2015. This reserve can finance 7 months of import into India. Question number 9. Briefly explain 2 problems of economic reforms in India. Answer. The 2 problems of economic reforms in India are as follows. First, both the extent and the intensity of competition have increased, but unless more purchasing power comes to the hands of the common man, the benefits of economic reform will be limited. Secondly, excessive consumerism may lead to the erosion of social values where money power will be all pervading. Question number 10, chapter 2, last question. Mention 5 important objective of Assam's 12 5-year plan. এই কুৱেশ্যনটো তোমালোকে লিখি ল'বা। এইখিনি কুৱেশ্যন এই চেপ্টাৰৰ পৰা তোমালোকে শিকিবা আৰু ইয়াৰ উপৰিও এডিশ্যনেল কিছুমান কুৱেশ্যন হ'ব, MCQ হ'ব, সৰু সৰু 1 নম্বৰীয়া কুৱেশ্যনছবিলাক আছে, সেই সকলোবিলাক পৰৱৰ্তী খণ্ডত চেপ্টাৰৰ তোমালোকলৈ আগবঢ়াই দিম। এইখিনি তোমালোকে লিখি লৈ শিকি থাকা। 3 নম্বৰ কুৱেশ্যনটোৰ এনসাৰ তোমালোকে কমেণ্ট বক্সত চাবা, তাত পাই যাবা, তাৰ পৰা লিখি লৈ শিকিব পাৰিবা। তোমালোক সকলোৱে ভালকৈ লিখা পঢ়া কৰা। বেষ্ট উইচেছ থাকিল। চেনেলটো ছাবস্ক্ৰাইব কৰি দিয়া। Thanks.